It took overtime, but Flagler notched its first conference win of the year in a hard-fought test against Young Harris Saturday. Now the Saints look to make it a winning streak against an even better opponent, perennial league power North Georgia. Saints basketball starts now. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us, along with our producer, Laurel Plexico, and our camera person, Michaela Roman. I'm Dave Wenda. Glad to have you with us. Let's look at the starting lineups. First, for the Nighthawks of North Georgia. At a guard, a 5'11 junior, Kaylee Sticker. Also at guard, a 5'9 sophomore, number 5, Carly Fahey. At guard, a 5'8 graduate student, number 21, Josie Earnhardt. Also at guard, a 5'7 junior, number 24, Caroline Martin. And at forward, a 6' senior, number 32, Kayla Massop. Starters for head coach Buffy Burson and the North Georgia Nighthawks. And now the starters for the Flagler College Saints. At a guard, a 5'8 redshirt freshman, number 0, Miracle Parker. At guard, a 5'5 junior, number 2, Buse Utku. At guard, a 5'10 sophomore, number 3, Sherelle McCormick. At guard, a 5'4 sophomore, number 5, Taylor Gardner. And up front at forward, a 5'11 redshirt senior, number 12, Namaya Pierce. Saints are coached by Mo Smith in his 4th season. The assistants are Sydney Roberts and Joe Harding. The special assistant to the head coach is Cassie Russell. Flagler comes in 4-12 overall, 1-5 in the PBC. North Georgia, ranked number 16 in the country, is 13-2 and 5-1 in the conference. North Georgia just a game back of Georgia Southwestern for the top spot in the PBC. Flagler in their home whites, trimmed in the red and gold, and North Georgia in the dark uniforms with the blue numerals and blue and white trim. Our officials today, Lanny Nelms, Gio Insignoris, and Alicia Cahan. Glad to have you with us here on the PBC Network. Flagler finally getting some home cooking, and it paid off in that overtime win against Young Harris on Saturday, 61-57. Opening tip won by the Nighthawks. Three ball, no. Offensive rebound and a fresh 20 on the shot clock. Nighthawks swing it around. Eight to shoot. Drive down the lane, and the finger roll is up and in from Sticker. Miracle Parker picks up her dribble on the right wing. Now gives it off to Utku. In tight for Pierce, and I think 3 in the key is the call. It's a turnover for the Saints on their opening possession. Flagler in a tie for last place with Georgia College. Mo Smith, of course, the longtime coach at Georgia College. His alma mater, where he was an outstanding player, second-team all-conference. There's a drive and a bucket, plus the foul from Martin. Caroline Martin is the player to watch for the Nighthawks. And Martin will go to the line to try to complete the three-point play. Coach Smith calls Martin one of the best guards in the country. She's first in the conference in scoring at almost 18 points a game, second in three-point shooting, and 6th in assists. Miracle Parker, too strong on the 3, and chasing down the rebound. It goes out of bounds. Fahey couldn't save it. It'll stay here with the Saints. Officials will come together, I think, to determine if possession changed and what the shot clock should be. Should it be 20? And it comes to Gardner. And a foul on the floor. This one will go against Massop, her first personal. First team foul. Utku, the point guard from Turkey, transfer from Arizona Western College. And that's Pierce inside. Pierce a transfer herself, but it seems like she's been here in St. Augustine forever because of the extra seasons, first because of the pandemic and then because of an injury that cost her most of the 2021-22 season. And another drive to the hoop and another nice finish from Sticker. Utku the other way, goes baseline. Now back out to the top of the key, and Sherelle McCormick, the leading scorer for the Saints. And she drives and scores. Sherelle McCormick, sophomore from North Lauderdale, Florida. Fifth in the PBC in scoring, fourth in free throw percentage. And it's a turnover. McCormick comes up with the steal ahead to Gardner, who stops on the low block and then tries to turn around, and it's rebounded by Massop. Backdoor cut, and the easy bucket from Fahey. Assist by Massop. Utku drives by her defender, stops, pops, and drops it in. Wide open as Fahey passes on the three, drives into the lane. And the pass is intercepted by McCormick, and the Saints want to run. McCormick cut off by the double team at the baseline. Back out to Gardner, straightaway three from long range. And it's good. Taylor Gardner with a three-pointer gives the Saints their first lead of the game. Sticker tries a three-pointer. Good defense by Gardner. And it's one and done for the Nighthawks. Nighthawks went all the way to the Final Four last year. They are regularly one of the best teams in the PBC and make regular NCAA appearances under head coach Buffy Burson. And a whistle and a substitution is checking in as Sarah Pedraza, number 1. Guard out of Mexico City. Transfer from Santa Fe College. Sarah's missed the last couple games because of a concussion. And they're happy to have her back, providing some depth in the backcourt. Maya Pierce left open from 17, and she drains it. Maya Pierce, the redshirt senior from West Palm Beach, Florida. Transferred in from Ocala and the College of Central Florida. And again, she's been a Saint for, I believe it's 3 seasons now. And there's a tough shot in the lane from Naya Lutz. Utku crossing over, gives up to Gardner. Halfway through this first quarter, and the Saints have a 1-point lead. Pedraza spinning, turnaround jumper, no. And the rebound to Massop. Long pass into the front court and a quick three, left short, and Maya Pierce tracks it down. Pedraza ahead to Gardner. Now working around to Utku. They find Pierce on the low block, spinning, using the left hand and rolling it home. Maya Pierce has 6. Pierce plays bigger than she is. She's listed at 5'11", but routinely goes against taller players, but she's among the best rebounders in the conference. 3rd in the PBC in rebounding at 8.3 a game. She had 26 points against Columbus State in a loss here. Or excuse me, that was a couple of years ago. And a timeout on the floor will take it too. Flagler has the early lead. And we're back here in St. Augustine. Caroline Martin steps to the line to shoot free throws. And it's a one-point game, 13-12. Last year with Julianne Sutton, the Nighthawks went all the way to the Final Four. Think of them as a big team, a post-you-up kind of team. Now a little more guard-oriented as Caroline Martin returned. She was one of the stars on last year's squad as well, but a lot of it played through Sutton, their 6'1" forward, who has graduated. Gardner, the sophomore from Jacksonville, takes another three. Yes! Taylor Gardner has a couple of them. She's got 6 points. And nearly up and down. Nighthawks try to get it inside. It's a travel on Massop. They were trying to feed Massop, but Pierce was doing a great job fronting her defensively. McCormick goes to work. Open for three, Utku. Yes! Saints can shoot it from three. And they've opened up a 7-point lead on the second-place team in the conference. Talking to Mo Smith today, he said he finally has a healthy roster. The only scratch today will be Sophie Van Dyke, and there's another one and done for the Nighthawks. But Utku has dealt with injuries. Pedraza was out with a concussion the last couple of games. Little bumps and bruises along the way, and then some more serious injuries, of course, over the last couple of years. Miracle Parker and Maya Pierce missed most of last year with injuries, and you see they both wear those huge leg braces to protect against further injury. There's another rebound from Pierce. Does a great job boxing out, and even though she often works against the larger post players, puts herself in a position to be a fantastic rebounder. Utku on the left side, isolated, drives into the lane, pulls up from 14 and drops it in. 21-12. Pierce is able to drop way off Massup and kind of clog things up in the lane, and it's created some problems for the Nighthawks. Here's a three-pointer, and it's good. Much-needed three from Josie Earnhardt. At the other end, McCormick goes to work, crossing over, now spinning into the lane. Tough shot, little baby hook type of form on that one. And Massup stepped on the end line, and it'll stay here with the Saints. So the shot clock is turned off, 19 and a half seconds on the first quarter clock. And the Saints will be able to set up for, presumably, the final shot of the quarter, and they'll get Becca Benj, the sharp shooter, in, and she'll replace Utku. So look out for Benj spotting up from three-point land. Pedraza will trigger. And just beats the 5-second count, gets it into Gardner. Now McCormick will handle. 10 seconds to play in the quarter. McCormick wants a screen. Now 5 to get rid of it. Draws a double team and threw it out of bounds. That was touched, though, by the Nighthawks. Or no, it was not, excuse me. I thought they were going to keep it here with Flagler. There are 2.6 seconds to go, so time for North Georgia to get it in and heave one from half court. And it comes up short from Martin, but a good first stanza from the Saints. 21-15. Flagler leads it here on the PBC Network. And welcome back to Flagler Gym here in St. Augustine, Florida. Look at first half statistics. Both teams shooting it well. North Georgia 50% from the floor, but just 1 of 7, 14% from three-point range. Flagler shooting a blistering 64.3%, including 3 of 4 from three-point land. The turnovers, North Georgia has 4, Flagler with 3, and Flagler wins the rebounding battle in the first quarter, 7-5. They'll have the basketball as we start the second quarter. McCormick on the right wing. Into the lane, turn around. No, and Maddie Erickson battling for the board. And it'll be a foul on Erickson, who just entered the game. She's a 6'1 freshman from Cumming, Georgia. And some depth as Maya Pierce gets a break to start this second quarter. Benj remains in the lineup. Pedraza, Gardner, and McCormick are also out there. This one nearly intercepted. And an open three from the right side. Gardner with a rebound. Ahead to Pedraza. Saints look very crisp offensively. Here's a bounce pass for Erickson. Couldn't find the handle. Instead, she gets it out to Pedraza for the three. Sarah Pedraza, a redshirt freshman, transferred from Santa Fe College from Mexico City, Mexico. Another three-pointer from North Georgia, and another miss. They're ice cold from distance, 1 of 9 from three. It's a 9-point advantage for the Saints. Gardner traveled, picked up the pivot foot, and it's a turnover for Flagler. That's their 4th of the game. Caroline Martin will run things. And an open three from straight away and another miss. North Georgia living and dying by the three, and so far has not been pretty. There's an offensive foul, I believe, waiting for the call. And it will be on Sherelle McCormick, player control foul. And that'll send Sherelle to the bench. As Jessica Dowdy checks in, the freshman from Augusta, Georgia. Dowdy's given the Saints some quality minutes in the last couple of home games that we've been able to see here. Player down on her knees with the basketball, gives it up to Martin. She scores. Tough shot for Caroline Martin, but when you need some offense, why not go to your star? That cuts the lead to 7. Dowdy on the left side. Gardner to Pedraza, got her defender in the air, steps up. Long two is left short. This is Livy Blackstock. Blackstock with a big game in North Georgia's last win. As substitutions, Maya Pierce back in for Erickson. And into the game for the Nighthawks is Kayla Massop. Blackstock scored 17 in the fourth quarter in the 60-48 win over at Georgia College, in fact. Pedraza again gets her defender in the air, and this time the shot falls for her. Sarah Pedraza playing very well. She's got 5. Saints wrapping up a 2-game homestand, then they'll go on the road at Augusta on Saturday. Back here next Wednesday, a week from today, for Clayton State. And a foul away from the ball. I think this will go against the Nighthawks. And that will be against Blackstock. Gardner will head to the bench for a break. Utku back in. Bounce pass intercepted by Massop. Martin going to work on Pedraza. Finger roll won't go. And another rebound for Pierce. She's got 7 in the game already, and it's taken away. Good defense by Martin. It's a 2-on-1 break. Benj back defending, and it's Blackstock finishing on the pass from Martin. Benj, a long 3, and it was an air ball. Massip with another board. Blackstock, long, dangerous pass to Martin, nearly intercepted by Benj. Martin, though, knocks it in off the backboard, and she's got 8 in the game. Benj drives, and she traveled. Tried to step through the double team, and it was a walk. It's a turnover. Gardner checks back in. Benj heads to the bench. Wide open is Blackstock for 3. And the lead has been trimmed to 2. Flagler led by as many as 9 in this first half. North Georgia defense has knuckled down a bit here in the second quarter. Here's an opening for Gardner. Drives baseline, gives it up to Pierce, and she lifts it up and in. Maya Pierce is having herself a game, 8 points and 7 rebounds already, and we're halfway through the second quarter. Looking down low for Massip, and she's fouled by Pierce. So Massip goes to the line. Pierce will head over to the bench and get some coaching from Mo Smith. And a timeout on the floor, we'll take it too. You're watching Saints basketball on the PBC Network. And welcome back. Flagler fans, if you want to support all Flagler athletic teams, join the Saints Club. Visit flaglerathletics.com and click on the Saints Club link for details. Massip heads to the line to shoot 2. Remember, this is the first of 2 games, a doubleheader. The men will tip off about half hour after this one, approximately 7:30. We'll have that action for you here on the PBC Network as well. North Georgia 11-2, 4-1 in third place in the league. Flagler at 2-4. They're in a 3-way tie for, I believe it's 6th, 3-way tie for 6th place. Now it's a 1-point game after the bucket from Lutz. Pierce going to work. Gives it up to Utku. She finds an opening. Mid-range jumper, no. Offensive board for the moment. I don't know if Pierce ever had it corralled. It's a jump ball, and it gives it over to North Georgia. Open for Martin in the corner, well-designed play, and it got an open three from their star, Caroline Martin, who has 11 already. Gardner left open, top of the key three, and it's an answer for Taylor Gardner. Gardner, sophomore from Jacksonville, played her prep ball at DME Academy in Daytona, averages better than 10 points a game. She's also leads in assists for the Saints. Blackstock drives and scores off the window. And North Georgia has the lead, 32-31. Gardner has the ball tapped away and stolen by Martin. Baseball pass into the front court. Sticker with the ball. Works away across the lane, gives it up to Martin. Now Massip at the elbow, draws a double team, kicks it out for a wide open three, and that rims in and out on the shot from Earnhardt. And there's a bump and a foul against the Nighthawks. And I believe they'll get Lutz here, Nia Lutz. That is her first personal. That's the third team foul on the Nighthawks. Ten on the shot clock. Dowdy feeds Pierce inside, gets by her defender, draws the foul, and scores it. The bucket and the bump from Namaya Pierce, who's having herself a heck of a first half. 10 points and a chance to make it 11 as she heads to the line to try to complete the three-point play. Flagler with the 1-point lead after the Pierce bucket. Blackstock looking for Massip down low, and that pass was too tall, and it goes out of bounds for a turnover. 1:21, this first half has flown by. 1:21 left to play before the break. Miracle Parker has re-entered for the Saints. Gives it up to Uku. There's Pierce. And another mid-range jumper from Maya Pierce, who is red hot. Now 12 points in the half. And we tick under a minute to play before the break. Lutz driving baseline, kicks it out for a wide open Martin, who passes, makes the extra pass to Earnhardt for three. 35 all. About a 1 second difference between shot and game clock, so Flagler will have to shoot and give at least some time to the Nighthawks. Uku setting things up, working off the screen from Pierce. Straightaway three-pointer short, and the rebound at the buzzer, controlled by the Saints. There's 1/10 of a second on the shot clock, so I'm not sure we're at the half. The buzzer went off, but the clock says 1/10, so hold on just a second. The officials have come together, and both teams head over to their respective huddles. And I think they may try to look at a review of this to make sure the clock is correct. 35-35, it's been an up and down half. Remember, the men's game coming up 30 minutes after we wrap this one up. We'd like to thank some of the sponsors of Flagler Athletics, including Vested Metals. We are a customer-centric and solution-based metal supplier. UBS Financial, pursue what matters most to you for today, tomorrow, and generations to come. Stiffen & Spellman, PA, a full-service law firm representing clients statewide. The McLeod Firm, personal injury attorneys you can depend on. Taylor & Waldrop, St. Augustine lawyers backed by experience. Sunshine Realty for all your real estate needs. And Stellar Group, taking solutions further. Well, the PBC standings are topped by Georgia Southwestern in a bit of a surprise. That program has been coming up the last couple of seasons, and they are a perfect 6-0 in the PBC, 14-1 overall. This North Georgia club is a game back at 5-1, 13-2 overall. And then Augusta and Aiken are tied for third at 4-2. Columbus State is all by themselves after that at 3-3. Clayton State, Young Harris, and Lander are all 2-4. And Georgia College and Flagler round out the standings at 1-5. It looks like we will play this final 10th of a second. And they're pointing to the end line, so it's Saints basketball on their own baseline. And they'll put 1.4 seconds on the clock. So time to catch and shoot here for the Saints. And they get the ball into, that was Miracle Parker, who had a good look at it but couldn't finish. And we're tied at 35, headed to the break. You're watching Saints basketball on the PBC Network. And welcome back. Start of this second half, 35-35. McCormick looking for Pierce down low, and that's last touch by Maya. Turnover to start the third quarter. Looking at some of the first half stats, North Georgia shooting it at 50% from the floor, but just 27% from 3, 4 of 15. They're usually about a 35% shooting team from long range. Flagler shooting a blistering 57.7 and 62.5, just 5 of 8 though, but 62.5 from 3. Mo Smith will take it, and that's arguably the difference in the game. If North Georgia had shot its usual percentage, they'd have another 3 or 2. But it's been a well-played game by the Saints, trying to score the upset. Flagler has turned it over now 11 times, and there's 12. Backdoor cut, just skimmed off the hand of Maya Pierce on a good-looking pass from Sherelle McCormick. There's a three-point try, and it's good from Sticker. Sticker started off the scoring, if I'm not mistaken, in the first quarter with the drive to the hoop for the opening bucket, and now she has the first points of the second half. Gardner with a tough shot, using the left hand and the window. And a three on the way and in. Earnhardt. So starting to heat up from three are the Nighthawks with consecutive triples. Miracle Parker off the back iron. Six on the shot clock for the Nighthawks, and it's knocked away on the way up. It's a steal for the Saints. Gardner wisely pulls it out. Now an open Miracle Parker from the baseline, and it's good. That was a long two. Massup all by herself. Pierce really lays off defensively and tries to fill up that lane, clogging things up for some of the other Nighthawks, and Gardner couldn't keep that one alive. Checking in is Pedraza for Parker. And Lutz comes in for Sticker for North Georgia. Martin working one-on-one on Gardner and draws the foul. Gardner's holding her hands straight up, saying, what else can I do defensively? And that's the second personal on Gardner, first team foul of the second half or of the third quarter. Martin goes to the line. She already has 11 points. Well, Buffy Burson and these Nighthawks went all the way to the Final Four, best finish in school history. Martin makes them both. 28th season now for Burson. She's made 6 NCAA appearances, but she's made many other postseason appearances before the Nighthawks were a member of Division II. Here's Pedraza from 3. Offensive rebound, Utku to Gardner. Swinging around the perimeter to Pedraza. Seven on the shot clock. Pedraza drives, needs to get rid of it. and McCormick is bailed out by a foul on her three-point attempt. So Sherelle McCormick will go to the line, and that was a mistake defensively by the Nighthawks, who had done a good job for 29 or 28 of the 30 seconds of the shot clock, but they commit the foul, bailing the Saints out, and McCormick will try to make them pay with 3 shots at the line. Talking about Coach Burson, Final Four last year, an Elite 8 in 2019, and a Sweet 16 appearances in 2018 and 21. Also coached at the University of Montevallo. She played at Montevallo and is a member of their Hall of Fame. Also a member of her high school Hall of Fame at Milton High. And she is an assistant professor in the kinesiology department at North Georgia. Quite a career, both athletically and academically, for the Nighthawks mentor. Massive again. The Saints realize she's no threat from 3 and leave her wide open at the top of the key. Now they'll go to work, and that scoop shot is rejected on the way up. Fahey was turned away. Here's Gardner, gives it up to McCormick, and she goes down in a heap, and they'll say a travel. That just as easily probably could have been called a trip, as she got her feet tangled up with Martin. But Martin gave it right back, apparently, and it will be Saints ball on the end line. So Martin came up with the steal, and then she is also tasked with the turnover. Maya Pierce had a big first half. Massup with a better job defensively, but there's Gardner for 3. Maya Pierce, the veteran, passed out of congestion to an open Gardner, who rewarded her with the made three-pointer. Martin open, and she knocks down an answer from 3. Quick timeout as Buffy Burson drops to her knees to, I think, explain something to the officials. I think that timeout was more about communicating with the officials about a potential missed call than it was about setting up any kind of play call here with 5:05 left to go in the third quarter. We'd like to thank some of the sponsors of Flagler Athletics. Applebee's, our dining room is now open. Academy Bus, we know the way. Bailey Group, no matter where you want to go, we'll help you get there. Ameris Bank, savings for the expected or unexpected. Atlantic Dodge, proud supporter of Flagler Athletics. Birchall & Company, find your home today. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, beer, sports. Carmelo's, delivering old world quality. Carrabba's, so close you can taste it. South State Bank, welcome to Banking Forward. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. And Bizzali's Chianti Room, for the true Italian food connoisseur. We'll step aside, be back with more third quarter action. It's a close one, 46-44, North Georgia on top. And back here courtside at Flagler Gym in St. Augustine, Florida. Flagler trying to notch its second consecutive league win after beating Young Harris in overtime on Saturday, 61-57. Saints finally getting to full strength health-wise. The only scratch today is Sophie Van Dyke, who's dealing with a minor knee injury. They expect her back in a game or two. And another timeout on the floor. We'll take it too. Still 46-44, Nighthawks. These teams met back on December 10th as we got an early start to the PBC slate with a couple of games in December. North Georgia won 72-46. Martin had 17 points. The bench scored 38 in that one. And the Nighthawks also pulled down 15 offensive rebounds, which led to 18 second chance points. The season, or the series, highly in favor of North Georgia. They're 25-2 against Flagler, including winning the last 6 in a series that dates back to 1984. Martin from the corner gives it up. Massup will take the shot and leaves it short. Ball stolen away. The pass was a little wide of Pierce, and Massup picks up a steal. Blackstock back into the game, and now the ball poked away and stolen by Taylor Gardner. Ahead it goes to McCormick, draws contact, and a blocking foul called on Fahey. That'll send Sherrill McCormick to the line. Sherrill has just 4 points in the game. She's the leading scorer for the Saints. 5th in the conference at 13.6 points a game. Also one of the better free throw shooters in the league at 83% from the charity stripe. That's 4th in the PBC. The Saints would like to see her get untracked offensively. She's up to 5 points in the game. Leading the way for the Saints is Taylor Gardner with 14. Pierce has 12. And for the Nighthawks, Martin, the only player in double figures with 16. Tied at 46. Martin working away across the lane. Now they'll reverse the ball. Get it to Martin on the left wing. Three to shoot. Earnhardt throws up a wild one and never caught the rim. It's a shot clock violation and a good defensive possession for the Saints, who came away with the rebound and may have been slowed down a little bit by the shot clock call. Nonetheless, a good defensive effort for Flagler. Utku will jog it across the timeline. They really like Utku's calmness with the basketball. And a foul called as Maya Pierce was into her post move. This one will go against Massop. Nearly stolen, and it is taken away by Sticker. And there's another defensive stop for the Saints. They played well defensively the last couple of possessions, trying to feed McCormick. Instead, the ball's kind of just tossed up there by Pierce, almost like she was trying to create a long rebound. Earnhardt at the other end for three, no. Massop at the board, and the stick pack is there. Kayla Massop has 6. Gardner left alone. She'll take that. Crosses over, fires from 3. Martin the other way. Wide open, Sticker drains it. Another three-pointer makes it a 5-point game. With under 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter, Sticker has 7. Moak Tong waiting at the scorer's table to check in and give Maya a break, we would assume. Here's Pierce with the basketball to Pedraza. Dribbles behind her back, and then the floater goes. Pedraza with the fancy ball handling was able to shake her defender and get an open look, and she composed herself and made a nice-looking mid-range jumper as we head towards the 1-minute mark in the third quarter. Martin for 3. No. Battle for the rebound. Blackstock stepped on the end line, fighting Pierce for it. And here comes Tong, and it will be Pierce getting the breather. Amok Tong into the game, number 24, 6-foot sophomore center from Jacksonville. Played at Bishop Kenny High School. Decent crowd here. I thought we might get more students as school starts today for everyone at Flagler. The sophomores were in for some early classes, but now everyone is back on campus. And there's a backdoor cut from McCormick. Gardner finds her. Well-designed play and executed perfectly by Gardner and McCormick. Saints back within 1. About a 5-second difference between shot and game clock. And Martin shreds the defense, was right down the left side of the lane for an easy layup. Saints can hold for the last shot. McCormick has it batted away. Now Pedraza loses it right at the buzzer. So North Georgia wins the third quarter. They lead it as we head to the fourth, 53-50. welcome back here to noisy Flagler Gym. The pep band is also back in class, and you can hear them off to our right. A look at some of the third quarter numbers. North Georgia did a better job of shooting the three, 40%, 4 of 10 from beyond the arc. The Saints just 1 of 4 from 3. 18 points scored by North Georgia, 15 for Flagler. As Flagler's cooling off a little bit, but still shooting it very well for the game, 55.6% and 50% from 3. Sticker gets loose and missed the bunny. Utku showing that quickness, that lateral quickness, and Sticker nearly comes away with the steal, gives it up to Blackstock before she committed the traveling violation. 17 turnovers now for the Saints. Martin trying to feed Sticker, and last touch by Flagler will stay here with the Nighthawks with just 7 on the shot clock. Dowdy checking back in, and Gardner will head to the bench. That one kicked by Sticker out of bounds. Good defense by Maya, making the inbounds pass a difficult reception for Sticker. Utku to Pedraza. Now Dowdy. Utku still shaking off some rust. Pedraza nearly traveled, did a great job kind of walking the tightrope there. Saints work it to McCormick for 3. And it ties it at 53. Sherelle McCormick up to 11. Boy, they could use a good big fourth quarter from her. Outstanding sophomore from North Lauderdale, Florida. And an answer at the other end from Sticker. Sticker is up to 9. Sticker nearly comes up with another steal. No, it was Martin, excuse me. And now Sticker does get the steal. She steps through with the finger roll and puts it home. Sticker is starting to feel it offensively. Another turnover, and that gets Gardner right back up off the bench. Saints don't want to mess around and fall too far behind, trailing by 4 here. Pierce inside, draws the foul, but the shot won't fall for her, so Maya Pierce heads to the free throw line to shoot 2. Sticker picks up the foul. That's her first personal.
It's number 12, Maya Pierce. She'll shoot 2.
Maya misses the first one. Free throw shooting is not her strong suit. She's a 58% free throw shooter coming in, and makes 1 of 2. Earnhardt hands it off. This is Davenport, Isabel Davenport. Now Martin feeds Sticker in the post, draws a double team, tosses it back out to Fahey. Sticker now for 3, got it! 14 for Sticker. The lead has swelled to 6. Looking for Maya Pierce. Nice pass, nice catch, and nice finish. Sherelle McCormick to Maya Pierce in a quick timeout as the lead has been trimmed to 4. We'll take it 2. You're watching Saints basketball on the PBC Network. welcome back to St. Augustine, Florida. 60-56 after the Maya Pierce basket. 7:10 to go, fourth quarter. I'd like to thank some of the sponsors of Flagler Athletics, Capital Financial Strategies, a full-service financial company serving North Florida and South Georgia. Caldwell Banker Premier Realty, fulfilling the dream of home since 1906. And Evans Automotive, quality work at a fair price. Martin needs some help. Hands it to Sticker. Sticker's had the hot hand here in the fourth quarter. And she'll drive down the lane, has it tapped away, then a scramble for it, and a held ball, and the possession arrow will give it to Flagler after a good defensive possession out of the timeout from Mo Smith. Gotta like what he sees there defensively. Gardner handles, now to Pedraza. Hootku is on the bench. Dowdy's out there at a guard position as well. Here's McCormick backing down, spins into a double team and has it poked away. Another turnover for the Saints, that's 19. Martin calling out the play, picks up the screen from Massip and nearly traveled with it, gets it out to Earnhardt for a three. That may have even glanced the side of the backboard, but it dropped in for Earnhardt, who's the best three-point shooter in the conference. Almost 45%. There's Pedraza. She can't get it to fall, but tracks down the loose ball. Good hustle by Pedraza and attacks the rim and scores. Quick timeout from the Saints after the made basket from Pedraza. She's got 9 points and will step aside for another timeout. Final 5:36 coming up here on the PBC Network. Five-point game out of the timeout. 2 remaining for Flagler, 3 for North Georgia. And that one too strong from Fahey, but Massip is there to clean it up. An offensive rebound and a bucket for Kayla Massip. Transfer from Florida A&M. Utku has her pass deflected. Maya Pierce does a good job staying with it. Utku drives and draws the foul. Getting a lot of contact in near the hoop. It'll send Utku to the line. The foul's on Earnhardt. That's her first. Usei Utku heading to the free throw line. Part of an Arizona Western team that went 31-3 last year. And she actually played 3 seasons at the community college level because presumably of the pandemic that gave everyone an extra year of eligibility. So Utku is a junior, but she's already played 3 seasons of college basketball, albeit at a lower level. Saints are happy to have her. Been a steadying force in the backcourt for Mo Smith and company. 5-point game, Earnhardt gives it up. Sticker Now Martin with 6 on the shot clock. Martin lost it on the way up, got it back. Sticker fires from 3, and Pierce clears the rebound. Gardner, no hesitation. A three-pointer for Taylor Gardner. She's up to 17, and the lead has been cut to 2. Whistle away from the ball, and I think this is going to be an offensive foul on Maya Pierce. It is. That's her second personal, second team foul. Martin draws the double team, kicks it out. This is Fahey. Offensive foul. Pedraza draws the charge. Great job by Sarah Pedraza, who's been out the last couple of games with a concussion. And the Saints are welcoming her back. Her contributions both in terms of handling the ball, scoring, and there defensively taking the charge. Gardner cut off. 3.5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter, 2-point game. Gardner fakes the 3, goes baseline. She draws a double. Now passes out of it to McCormick with 2 on the shot clock. And a timeout called by North Georgia, 65-63. And we'll keep it right here. It's a full timeout. You're watching Saints basketball on the PBC Network. And welcome back out of the North Georgia timeout. They have 2 remaining. The Saints do as well. The possession arrow favors the Nighthawks. I'm not sure the team fouls here in the fourth quarter are correct. It's 3 fouls for North Georgia and 1 for Flagler. Yes, the scoreboard does have it right, and it's just been corrected. North Georgia has it in the hands of Earnhardt. Working deep into the shot clock. Get it to Sticker. Good defense by McCormick with 5 to shoot. Massip lost it. Not what you want to see out of a timeout. If you're head coach Buffy Burson, that's probably frustrating for the veteran coach. And the Saints have a chance to tie or take the lead. Nearly stolen. Knocked out of bounds by Martin. McCormick with a wild shot. He hands it off to Earnhardt. Now Massip, they continue to lay off defensively when Massip has it at the top of the key. There's a turnaround, no. And Gardner comes away. The Saints want to run. They've got numbers, 4-on-2. Gardner pulls it back. Now tries the lane, picks up her dribble. And the shot just won't fall for Taylor Gardner, who's had a great game. 17 points. A little off balance perhaps on that shot attempt. Anyone's ball game with 1:35 to play. Earnhardt loses her defender and drops it in. Utku lost Earnhardt on that play, and the league back to 4. And Mo Smith will take a timeout. He's got one remaining, 67-63. And we'll keep it here and thank some more of the sponsors of Flagler Athletics. Ray's Tire and Service for all your heavy-duty and commercial vehicle needs. Holmes & Brackle Business Interiors, make space for more. PIP Printing, achieve your marketing goal. Pink Stork, faithfully female. 123 Burger House, Grillin' and Chillin'. In Northeast Florida Regional Airport, the smart choice for all your air travel needs. Well, this is the opening of a doubleheader. The men will start about 30 minutes after we wrap this one up. And for the men, it'll be a tough test again against North Georgia. The Nighthawks face arguably the best player in the conference in Frank Champion, who's second in scoring, first in rebounds, third in assists, third in blocks, fifth in steals, an all PBC first team performer last year, and headed for more honors this year. It's rare that you see a guy who can be third in blocks in the league and also third in assists and fifth in steals while being the top rebounder. He does it all, and the Saints will have their work cut out against the sophomore champion and the Nighthawks. It was a great game up in Georgia back on December 10th. They went to overtime, and the Nighthawks squeaked it out by a point. Saints get it into Gardner, 1:22 to play. Utku bounces for McCormick. McCormick works off the screen from Pierce and now nearly has it stolen away. Loose ball into the hands of Pedraza with 6 to shoot. Pedraza drives, scoops it up, no. And a foul on the floor against North Georgia. I think they're going to get a sticker here for the foul. So a fresh 20 as the Saints are bailed out, nearly turned it over. Instead, they get the ball back with 1 minute to play. McCormick drives and draws the foul. Fahey hacked her. So Sherelle McCormick, one of the best free throw shooters in the league, steps to the line. McCormick, an 83% free throw shooter. She is 4th in the league in free throw percentage. And the first one's perfect. McCormick can cut it to 2 with this one. Massip, way at the top of the key, left alone again. Fahey gives it up to Martin. Martin crosses over to Fahey with 4 to shoot. Fahey drives in the lane, scoops it up and in. She split a double team and scored it. Just her 4th point of the game, but it was huge, 69-65. Shot clock turned off. The Saints need to go to work in a hurry, and that will help as Utku is fouled on her way to the hoop by Earnhardt. And Utku could go to the line and shoot 2. Utku was a 71% free throw shooter. One more coming for Utku. Missed the second one. Rebound Massop, and a timeout taken by North Georgia. So we'll keep it here with 20.5 ticks on the clock, and thanks to more of the sponsors of Flagler Athletics, including Noah Bailey Group, proud supporter of Flagler College Athletics. 93 King Street, the smallest hotel in the ancient city. Maury Law Firm, proud supporter of Flagler Athletics. And Jersey Mike's, a sub above. (69-66). North Georgia has the ball. Each team with one timeout remaining. Flagler is in the bonus. North Georgia is not. We'll see if that factors in to these final seconds. It's a 3-point game. And North Georgia has advanced the ball on the timeout into their front court. A wise move by Coach Burson. Well, the Saints have fouls to give, so they can't necessarily force North Georgia to the line here. And that is just the third personal in the quarter. Excuse me, this is the second. So presumably the Nighthawks will be content to do this a couple more times and then send whoever to the line as they burn a little bit of clock each time that Flagler tries to foul. Maybe they come up with a steal in the meantime and Massop is fouled. And Massop will step to the line. Or will she? One official is pointing at the free throw stripe and one is saying inbounding. We're not at the bonus yet. Next one will send North Georgia. I thought I had that right. Ball comes into Earnhardt. And she is fouled. She nearly traveled. The off official called it. I think that's what Mo Smith is arguing here. Why would the off official call the foul, the one farthest from the ball? It sends Earnhardt to the line, up 3, and she can essentially ice this one if she makes one of 2. Earnhardt is a perfect free throw shooter, 18 of 18 on the season. And she missed. So it is a 4-point game as she made the first one, misses the second one. It's a 2-possession game. And I think Mo Smith is still wanting an explanation about why the foul was not called by an official that was closer to the ball. But right now he needs to get his team in position to somehow score twice to tie this or perhaps even win it, but they only have 11.8 seconds remaining. So we'll reset it here, 70-66. Flagler has no timeouts remaining, the Nighthawks with 1. Both teams are in the bonus, and the possession arrow favors North Georgia. Taylor Gardner will inbound from in front of her own bench. Gets it into Pedraza. Pedraza has it tapped away, and it rolls out of bounds. It'll stay with Flagler. But more precious time is ticked away now. 7.4 seconds remain. Pedraza into Gardner. Saints need to get a shot up. Pedraza baseline, floater, no. Massop at the buzzer, it won't matter. And the final 70-66. North Georgia able to hang on in a hard-fought game that was tied at the half. They extended their lead to 3 in the third quarter and end up winning it by 4. So for our producer, Laura Plexico, and our camera person, Michaela Roman, I'm Dave Wenda. Thanks for watching the final. Again, 70-66. Flagler drops to 4-13. 1-6 in the league. North Georgia improves to 14-2 and 6-1. Thanks for watching, everyone. The men's game coming up in about 30 minutes here on the PBC Network.